Beware while paying online. Your card details may be hacked. About 500 e-commerce. The website was recently found to have been compromised by hackers who installed a credit card skimmer that secretly stole sensitive data when visitors tried to make a purchase. The report, released Tuesday, is the latest in a series involving Magicart, which is given to competing crime groups that infect e-commerce sites with skimmers. Over the past few years, thousands of sites have become victims of exploitation that causes them to run malicious code. When visitors enter payment card details during a purchase, the code sends that information to the attacker-controlled server. Sensic, the security firm that discovered the latest batch of infections, said the compromised sites were loading all the malicious scripts that were hosted on the domain Natural Fresh Mall community. The Natural Fresh skimmer shows fake payment pop-up, beating the security of PCI-compatible hosted payment forms, firm researchers wrote on Twitter. Payments are sent to https naturalfreshmall.com payment.php. Quote. Hackers can then modify existing files or add new files that do not provide less than 19 backdrops that can be used by hackers to maintain control of the site if malicious scripts are detected and removed and vulnerable software is updated. The only way to completely disinfect a site is to identify and remove the backdoor that allowed the site to be hacked in the first place before updating the sensitive CMS. The Sensic worked with the administrators of the hacked sites to determine the common access points used by the attackers. The researchers eventually determined that the attackers combined SQL injection exploit with a PHP object injection attack in a Magento plugin called QuickView. These actions allow attackers to run malicious code directly on the web server. They completed this code execution by abusing QuickView to add a validation rule to the customer_eve_attribute table and injecting a payload that tricked the host application into creating a malicious object. Then, they signed up as new users to the site. However, simply adding it to the database will not make the code work, explained Sensic researchers. Magento really needs to deserialize the data. And here's the trick of the attack. Using validation rules for new customers, an attacker can trigger unserialization by simply browsing the Magento sign-up page. It is not difficult to find infected sites for more than a week after the Sensic first reported the campaign on Twitter. At the time this post was going live, BetExpress.com continued to include this HTML feature, which pulls JavaScript out of the rogue naturalfreshmall.com domain. The hacked sites were running Magento 1, a version of the e-commerce platform that retired in June 2020. The safe bet for any site to still use this deselected package is to upgrade to the latest version of Adobe Commerce. Another option is to use DIY software from the OpenMage project or install the open source patches available for Magento 1 with the commercial support of Major 1. It is usually difficult for people to find payment card skimmers without special training. People may want to stay away from visible sites that use outdated software, although there is hardly any guarantee that the site is secure.